So let's talk a little about what the world looked like before November 30th. You had to do hours of research to answer basic medical questions, you need longer periods of family and friends. We launched ChatGPT, we being OpenAI. I'm a part of OpenAI. ChatGPT gives you answers in seconds. And look, you have this amazing answer to, does fiber reduce my risk of colon cancer? But wait, unfortunately, a bunch of these studies that were referenced are hallucinations that made up. And so hallucinations are a major challenge for ChatGPT over these categories. And so, of course, you need citations. And so we present Citation Needed, which is basically a plugin to help look for supporting evidence, go to the most reputable sources like PubMed, and help you make decisions on these kind of difficult topics. And so you can imagine a bunch of different potential use cases, people using it for research, commercial users, consumers, so it's pretty broadly applicable. So let's see a demo. So if you guys remember the early days of COVID, maybe not come back, there was hydroxychloroquine. And so hydroxychloroquine was something that a lot of people were talking about, may or may not have some medical applicability, but kind of a use case is, let me ask Citation Needed, does it work for treating COVID? Please return a response, and let me know what the papers say that actually have done significant research. And so here we've gone to PubMed, we have clear, no supporting evidence, high confidence across the board, as well as links to PubMed articles.
Nice. Where does the confidence level come from?
Made it up.
So we can talk about how does it work. And this may sound like there's a bunch of smart prompt engineering needed, and to reduce the number of API calls, we first generate embeddings for PubMed abstracts. We take abstracts from PubMed given a query, and then find out all of the abstracts, let's say 1,000 abstracts. And then using OpenAI embeddings or some biomedical text model, like BioBert or BioGPT, we filter down the top 20 PubMed abstracts. This step is sort of a type of ranking that we need to use so that we do not make a lot of API calls. And then using some kind of prompt engineering that we iterated on, and the prompt is on the next slide, we generate confidence scores and say, okay, if this is related to the evidence or not. And this may look like a sentence, but this required a lot of iterations, a lot of testing. We had to see, okay, let's take up 5 yes, 5 no evidence scores and then see if it works or not. So I think this is something that could be in the future a very important skill for prompt engineering. And yeah, that's how we created, and everything is created on Replit. And we thank you for